we are talking about Kenner's Death Star playset. I don't have the box, but I have all the parts. So we're going to walk through the assembly of this retro vintage piece. It really is truly one of the greats. I got this. This is not the piece I had when I was a kid, first of all. I wish I still had that, but man, I played the shit out of that thing that I had when I was a kid. I really did. I really just beat the hell out of it, but not, I mean, not because I was aggressive with it, but I just used it, and I used it way beyond its lifespan. After the pieces had broke, the parts became parts of other Death Stars that I would make out of paper and plastic and styrofoam and things like that. The first part that I like to show is the trash compactor, and you'll notice here that I have original foam, so that's all original, and I have original, I think it's called the Dianoga. That's the trash compactor monster. That's like nightmare fuel right there at the big mouth underneath it. Nobody really knew what the monster looked like because all we ever saw was the head that came up and some tentacles. So this is what we got. It has an opening door, very imperial looking door. Has inserts for the clear windows, and it has a crank in the back that makes the trash compact. So that's going to be the first piece that we put down. The next piece that we're going to put down is another amazing piece, is the elevator. The elevator makes up the backbone of this playset, essentially. And everything sort of adheres to it. You notice I got a broken tab here. It's seen some wear, this set. I'm also missing a sticker from the top of the tower right here that I'll have to read here. But what's really amazing about this is how much they packed into this playset. You'd put a figure on the pegs, and then you could close the door. And then with this little tab here, you make the elevator go up, and it would go up any number of floors, and to lock it on a floor, you just turn the tab out again. Open up the door, your dude comes out. You can stop 1, 2, 3, 4 different floors. And we'll put the first sort of base piece on, which is this sort of command post, which has a few gimmicks of its own. But mainly what we have to do is add these two supports here, and these just plug in to each one. It's so funny that this, I'm 43 years old, and I was born in 73, so I was 5 years old when I got this, the equivalent of this, and I still don't need instructions on how to put this together. How amazing is that? That it's just really, it made such an impact that it stuck with me that long. I'll go into some of the features, but we'll do the build. Now, there was these cardboard pieces that made up the outer and inner walls of the Death Star, and they have some nice, really nice simplistic illustrations on them. This one is, I think this is the lower piece of the two because it's got the control panel stuff. So in this level we've got a few different supports. These ones go in here, and they're keyed to go in a certain way. So these 3 or 4, see how they're all the same, go in like that. This piece goes on next. Once you have that squared away, you take your cardboard and you slide it in between the grooves here, and that becomes the first level of the Death Star. Alright, so this next level has the gunner tower that has the launching action, but there's a little hook I want you to pay attention to right here. This is the rope that they can swing across the chasm, recreating an iconic scene. And again, we have sort of keyed in pieces. These tabs go right here. The next level of the space station, we can now put this next piece of cardboard on, which will slide in just like that. So we got now 2 layers of cardboard. Man, I forgot how tall this thing was. We have a few more struts to put on. These ones are angled like so. But we also have badass cannon. Goes right in here. Okay, these always sort of droop over time. Not a lot you can do about that. The roof piece goes on like so. And there you have the completed Death Star playset. You get the idea. You can have your Death Squad Commander, which they renamed Death Star Commander at some point. So you can go on a little peg here, and he's doing a little work on his panel there. Luke tries to sneak up on him, but he's gonna get caught. So what does he do? Into the trash chute. Han goes with him. And then we crank this down, and the idea is the pressure will pop the door open just in time to save our heroes. Oh, not enough stuff in there. What's nice is it sort of just opens up here, and it's like almost creates like a little runway that you can be on. Luke wants to cross the bridge, but the bridge is retracted. So what does he do? He grabs the rope and he swings across. But the bridge isn't always retracted. So if he wanted to just walk across like a lazy bastard, Vader can be up here watching this all go down. Like, should I tell him I'm his dad? I don't know yet if I should tell him. Meanwhile, while nobody's looking, Ben Kenobi goes up top here. If I had the decal there, it'd be really cool because you could see the detail. Stormtroopers are manning the guns until, oh, X-Wings shot it, and it's done. After escaping, Han takes a ride up the elevator. 1978, this thing came in a box bigger than I was. And it has pegs for figures everywhere. It's got play value. It ties in directly to an action scene. And it's just absolutely amazing. I've always had a dream of getting like 8 of these and putting them all in a circle to make like a half Death Star, which I think would be really great. Detail in this gun. Isn't that amazing? I always thought this was the most badass weapon ever devised. I just wish it stood up more. The paint and the detail on this cardboard is great. Places for everybody to stand. Little details everywhere. Just stunningly awesome. So many great childhood memories spent with this thing. Alright, Josh from CollectionDX. Thanks for the trip down memory lane. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.